In today's video, I am going to be giving you some conditioning drills that you can use with your young basketball team. You can actually use these with your older team too. So let's just get down to it. But really quickly, make sure to go check out my 100 basketball drills book that is down in the description below so that you are able to help your team much more and of course have a ton of drills to be able to help them improve their skills. So definitely go check that out. Now, in this first drill, what I have these boys working on, this is my team from last year. They were U12s, which would be 11U in the States. Not necessarily all of them are doing this plank perfectly, but that is something that we needed to improve at that time, and we eventually did. However, what I have them doing is just a 15-20 second plank, and then they're moving to half court. They're doing a plank again. Now, after they're finished the plank at half court, they should all be facing the same way because we're going almost like a suicide where it is a continuous run, sprint, plank, sprint, plank, sprint, plank. And what this is going to help them with is the ability to get stronger in their core. And if you are a younger player, it is very important to have a very strong core. If you are looking to be able to score easier in traffic, this is one of the most important exercises that you can do. And there's David laughing in the background at these guys working out. Now, next is Superman. If you work on your core, your abs, your six-pack, whatever you want to call it, you have to also work on your lower back. And what you are doing here is you are having your hands above your head and having your hands and your feet off the ground. So you are essentially balancing on your stomach. You hold this for 10, 15, 20 seconds. They're going at half court again. I'm telling them, I'm counting down 10, 9, 8, whatever it was. And once they're finished there, they go to the full court. So they're going full court, half, full court, and then sprinting back. Next, we are going to be doing lunges. They're going to be doing, I can't remember how many I had them do, 10, 15 lunges, or lunge jumps, sorry. And then after they're finished at the baseline, they have to sprint to the next line. And when they sprint to the next line, this time it was to half court. And once they got to half court, they do 10, 15, 20, whatever it was, more lunge jumps, and then they sprint to full court. And some of them were cheating, so I pulled some of them back and had them redo it, and then they had to do it again. So even though they may have done it right, they still had to correct it. If somebody missed two, they had to do two more. And then they have to sprint to full and sprint back. This is obviously changing up what their cardio. They're going from a plyometric into a sprint. This is really going to be able to help them with their cardio. As we all know, basketball is a half-court game. Obviously, there are full-court sprints that happen. However, in large part, it is a half-court game, which means that there's going to be a lot of stop and go. There's going to be a lot of stop and go with sprinting, and when they're sprinting, most likely it's going to be to jump or whatever it may be. So, and then back into their full court sprint. I hope that these cardio drills, these conditioning drills, help your team because this will incorporate strength training with cardio. This is very important. I really like being able to combine these two things so that I can really help my players succeed on the basketball court. Make sure to go check out the 100 basketball drills that are down in the description below so that you can change things up in your practice and not just do the same 5, 6, 7 drills every single time. You really want to try and improve what your team does, and by doing that, you need to be able to switch up your drills. So definitely go check out the 100 basketball drills book that is down in the description below. Anyways, I'll see you guys again in my next video. Hit that like button and subscribe.